Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for the crypto market analysis. We're gonna make a tour here for the crypto market, starting with Bitcoin and the major altcoins. So basically we have Bitcoin still in the channeling here. As I mentioned before, be aware that Bitcoin is on the top, in the top area for this base channel. So this is definitely a resistance that we might face there with Bitcoin. We might still get something higher, but be careful. It can be a very major resistance that it might push the price toward the downside again. It can be a small correction even and then breaking it later on. But basically, we're gonna face some resistance there because we might have three possibilities here, at least the major possibilities that we might get in a shallow bear market. I'm going to explain them. However, if we are thinking very deep bear market here, it's very far possibility, guys, especially after this price inside this base channel is above in the upper area here. So definitely this is not what is going on for a deep market. You needed the price to continue towards the downside from this area there. After a correction, you need to continue lower, and this did not happen. So we have to forget about a deep bear market and focus on the shallow bear market anyway. It was our highest probability. And we have a potential here, W, X, and a Y in an ABC, ABC, and X in between, finished as a bridge, and we have finished three waves. Now, because the timing for wave 2 is very essential. This red box here is representing the time taken from this wave 1 as a bull run there that we took it, and you need the three waves correction for wave 2 to hit this time, to hit the fib level required 0.38 and then push towards the 200k as we are expecting, and above it, of course. It's not just 200k. This is a minimum target. Now, probabilities of a wave 2 here. What are the probabilities? So the first probability that it might be a W, X, and a Y. Again, another W, X, and a Y, which I doubted because this is already a W, X, and a Y, and inside a W, which is a question mark. So, and then you need here, of course, a wave X. So it can be the ABC, and this is your wave C unfolding here as an impulse internally. So you have an A, B, and a C regular flat in an X, large X, and then you get a W, X, and a wave Y. The wave Y might be here a zigzag, of course, something as a double zigzag meaning, yeah, in an X and a wave Y. And then it can hit the 0.5 Fibonacci level and take the 44K here, and then starting the push toward the upside. Which somehow I doubt it for several reasons, because of course the first one I mentioned, that W, X, and Y in a W is somehow rare. The second thing is that I doubt that we're gonna break this low there. Yeah, so this very stronghold support that we got in all-time history for Bitcoin, it took so many time here, of course, ranging. So if this low is gonna be broken, well, that is a red zone, I would say. But if this happens, it might still, of course, push toward the upside at the end from the 44K 0.5 Fibonacci level. So this is the first scenario. The second scenario is an A, B, and a C here. Regular flat, normal regular flat. For this one, you need here a three waves upward. So far you can count here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. However, this wave 5 becoming longer than the wave 3. So again, it's a question mark. A, B, and a C can still be probable, yeah, for a wave B there. It can be something as an impulse there, a new impulse, but don't forget that you might get a correction before doing this, especially that the base channel is passing by, yeah. So as we saw, and this might be your correction, and this is where I mentioned, yes, it can do a small correction and then breaking this base channel and pushing toward the 100k and above for wave B in a regular flat, and having the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave C to come back to the minimum requirement 56k 0.38 and hitting the time required for this wave 2. Another probability can be a larger wave B, which is an expanding flat here, wave B over there, and that means it's gonna turn this into double 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5, and then having a wave B, 1 2 1 2, wave 3 4 5 4 5, and then having wave B, and then 1 2 3 4 5 again to finish a larger ABC zigzag toward the upside, hitting the perfect fib levels for a wave V expanding flat, and then having another aggressive move toward the downside here to hit the 0.3856K, which is of course a massive move before, and a trap here, of course, because once you take the high, many of us will think, okay, we're going already towards the 200K, but the time was not yet taken, and even the minimum requirement also as a fib level is not taken. So of course a comeback is a must, definitely, if we reach this area, guys. Yep, so this is those are the probabilities for the wave 2 flat that I recommend, of course, to always keep in mind every day, because of course currently we cannot think about any deep correction, especially with this move up. Now on the 4 hours chart, we can see clearly that this correction here, in case it is correction, can be a wave A, wave B, and then we have 1 2 3 4 and a 5. The wave 5 is in highest probability there, unfolding as an ending diagonal. So 1 2 3 4 and a 5, where we might reach this area 82K, 81K, and around it. And if you can take a look here, of course, this is our base channel. We're very, very close to hit it. So the wave 5 might hit it here and then push the back down inside the base channel. So it might play a resistance there. So we gotta be careful with this scenario that it might happen, guys. Now, this is a scenario of an ABC, which it might turn into a wave X and then pushing very massively. It can be in a different scenario as double 1 2 here. You might have a large wave 3, but the large wave 3 need a 1 2. So expect also wave 2 after finishing in the diagonal. You might get wave 2, then wave 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. As we mentioned, this might be an expanding flat. Finally, if you are in a 1 2 3 4 and a 5, wave A here as finished wave A, you're looking for wave B, and then 1 2 3 4 5 for the regular flat that we mentioned, just 100K and above a little bit, having wave B and then pushing down. So in all case scenarios, I'm looking for a correction here after finishing this one more high potentially here, whether wave 2, massive wave 3, whether wave B after an A, B, and a C. Whether you are finished here in an ABC as well, you push toward the downside in bearish. Yeah. So yeah, this is what I'm expecting. Don't forget the channels are very, very close, the base channel. So this might make a fake out here a little bit and then pushing downward again. This is regarding Bitcoin, guys, for today. Let's see also a quick overview for Ethereum. So for Ethereum, we are looking as well to this potential correction here. Don't forget that we might still be looking for lower at the end, because this might still be kind of like an A, B, and a C as well, unfolding somehow as a 1 2 3 and then wave 4 and then wave 5, that it might be unfolding here as diagonal as well, same as Bitcoin. Everything is as zigzags here, so I suggest, of course, a correction. Potentially one more high can still be possible. But don't forget that we might be here in a large ABC or even a large 1 2 3 4 and a 5. No invalidation taken, so you have also 1 2 3 4 5 for a wave C as well. The invalidation 2782, which is still very, very far here, and that means if the price stays below the 2780, we are still required new lows. Yeah, so we gotta be careful. Yep, so this is regarding Ethereum. For Solana, Solana is still, of course, showing weakness. We didn't took even this high, so Bitcoin and Ethereum took it already and took the breakout, the bullish breakout zone, while Solana did not. Yeah, so Solana is still ranging in a triangle here, that it might be kind of like an A and then B and a wave C, D, and a E, and then pushing down. Otherwise, you have finished even an A, B, and a C here, correction, and you are already in a diagonal in a 1 2. So large 1 2 here, and then 1 2 3 4 and a 5 might be unfolding toward the downside. Yeah, so still, of course, very likely to be in bearish in both case scenario, whether you are corrective here as an ABC, you're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more low to hit, of course, this area. Whether you are in a triangle ABCDE, you're looking for lower. And that because you are in double 1, 2 here, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. So very likely on the 1 hour chart that yes, we might still, of course, push for lower. We didn't continue here an impulse, by the way. It is just 3 waves. We have here an impulse unfolding and it might continue simply toward the downside. Yep, so this is regarding Solana. For SUI as well on the 4 hour chart, well, obviously we are in a very large triangle here for Solana, for SUI. And that because from the top you are also in a large impulse where you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3, and then wave 4 and a 5 to finish the major wave 3 in the blue count here, and then we have kind of like a wave 4 still unfolding for something for lower. Yeah, so that means a final wave 5 should be seen here inside this area 0.63, 0.56. Now this wave 4 can be finished already there and done here. Yeah, so it can be potentially that this can be like well, I don't see it like this, honestly. I mean, I try to see it like Solana, but this doesn't. Yeah, it looks a clear 3 waves zigzag. So wave 4 much more likely here to be in a triangle A, B, C, D, and a E. Don't forget the wave D has to be, of course, a zigzag, so we required lower prices as well in highest probability. Yep, so this is regarding SUI. For render as well is looking still weak. Yeah, I don't see somehow an impulse really here. I see it much more as a W, X, and a Y finished, especially that you are still building momentum downward here in a diagonal. Can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm still looking for this wave 5. In case you are in 1, 2, 3 or ABC, let's say W and X and a wave Y here, it's hard to take it because it looks like already 5 waves right now in case this unfolds. So I see it much more kind of like in case you want to take this as truncation, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finish truncated wave A, wave B, and then wave C might still be unfolding for lower, but I don't see this again. The highest probability for me is, of course, that all of this is an ending diagonal, and I take it as an A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my highest probability, and I'm still looking, of course, for this target area here between 0.618, 0.786, $1. $1 would be great. Yeah, so this is regarding render. Let's see FET. Well, FET, we are still estimating this impulse toward the upside. However, I doubt it since our last analysis. So as you can see, we lost the triangle scenario. So by losing the triangle scenario here, it gives a higher probability that it might be something shifting toward the downside, especially that you might be in diagonals here. Yeah, so those ranging here might be diagonals. The same for this one, and we might be in 1, 2, 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. So this might be a start of something even much more stronger, because you might need here kind of like a zigzag or even an impulse, like a large impulse. So if it's gonna extend, we need this area anyway. And expanding a diagonal here, a wave 5 might be the only probability, I would say, because yeah, I mean, if you want to read this whole structure, this is the only way to finish, of course, an impulse as a 1, 2, 3, and then wave 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 5. Or W, X, and a wave Y. It doesn't work again because it's a 5 waves motive, so it doesn't work for wave Y. Then you have to take it like render A, B, and a C. The wave C is an expanding diagonal. Yeah, so which is the same results as the end wave 5. Yep, so I still see some weaknesses. I don't see any signal of strength internally. This is very, very corrective, obviously, and we're still looking for lower here for FET, guys, for Fetch.AI. Now, the final one we're gonna take a look at is injective. For injective, we are looking also at a double 1-2 here, large 1-2 and 1-2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. 4 and a 5 might still be unfolding. However, this wave 5 is somehow looking like a large diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. After this high that we took with injective, we saw, of course, so we still see, by the way, interesting that we still see some strength here from injective. Is it a wave 5 still unfolding toward the upside? Well, very, very likely here. That might form an impulse. So if this happens for injective, well, then something is done and finished here, I would say, because the direction might be shifting toward the upside. But let me think about it. Oh, yeah, be careful from this scenario as well. A, and then wave B here as kind of like a W, X, and a Y. So 3 waves up, 3 waves down, taking the low, and the wave C. So this impulse might play as a wave C as an expanding flat. So we gotta be careful. So still the probability there. Don't forget that I need confirmation for higher. I need to break above. I need to eliminate any bearish scenario by taking this high. Okay. Invalidation of bearish is already far because this is a very far. I mean, if we push for higher here, this is a very far possibility to be still in a wave 4 here. Yeah, so it's very, very large. So I would say even this is not possible anymore. Simply if you take higher there, we're pushing bullish. But currently this can still play as an ABC expanding flat, so be careful with it. Can be something as a wave Y can still be unfolding, which I doubt it. For injective, I see much more probability as double 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5, and I think that this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is still playing there as an ending diagonal. One more low can trigger a bull run again. But internally, yes, we might finish this one more high, by the way, which is a wave 5, but don't forget it can be an A, B, and a C here. Okay, so which is still playing as a potential correction, finishing with wave C. Yep, so that was it for the crypto market, guys. A quick update as well for the altcoins and Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. And stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.